Okay, I really can't see myself. I think I am in focus though. Let's get into it. See, as you can see, we're starting off with a blank slate. Thank you. And we're gonna go right on ahead into primer, of course. Y'all, I really, when I'm telling y'all, it's 4 videos this month. Y'all, it's 4 videos, 4 videos, 4 videos. It's 4 videos this month. Just letting you know. Just so you can hold me to it. If you don't see 4 videos this month, something done happen. God forbid. But, you know, let's really talk about it. Let's really get into it. 2025. You know, I used to say like, oh, I'm so ready for next year. I'm ready for this year to be over with. I don't say that anymore because you just never know what the next year is going to bring at this point. I'd rather be stuck in the reality that I am in now instead of moving forward, because the way life is going, it's like every single day it's a new headline, new headline, new headline. I'm sick and tired of it. That's why I start really like getting too much into the news, because like I'm still well versed in what's going on, but it's like, as far as like really getting into it, just for the sake of my mental health, I had to take a break because there's just too much going on. And I know I'm not the only one. I got anxiety. I can't be doing that. I'm already on meds. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and prep our face. We're gonna start with the One Size Secure the Sweat. Is that what this is? Yep. This One Size Secure the Sweat primer. Okay. I'm gonna definitely put that in my T-zone area. You know, you gotta warm it up. I really do like this primer though. I feel like it's definitely been helping me, you know, secure the sweat, because I definitely get sweaty and I am batching content today, so I will be getting sweaty. Definitely will be getting sweaty today, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and you gotta warm it up between your fingers first, and then you gotta pat it in. It's a little it's a technique. It's a technique. I was just saying to myself the other day though, I was like, I feel like every year lately, I don't know if it's because I'm an adult and I know more things that I, you know, pay attention to more things that I did when I was a kid, or it's the fact that it just seems like society is moving so fast nowadays. It seems like the early 2000s or whatever, even just looking back at the 1900s, you can categorize a year by maybe 1 to 3 events. Like you could be like, oh, you could say one thing that happened and somebody be like, oh yeah, that's 1995, or like, oh yeah, that happened in 2009 or whatever. It seems like nowadays everything is happening every day. And so it's like you can't pinpoint. But I'm scared for the kids who got to take a history class on this stuff that's going on now. First of all, so many stuff happens in these years after 2020. I don't know y'all. It seems like we have entered a new portal or some different dimension when 2020 hit, because the stuff that be going on, it's like you would never guess. Like you would never, like, you can barely predict it, for real. Oh, I'm using the NYX face glue for like the perimeter and outer other parts of my face that I didn't focus on just now. This is pretty good as well. I say I really just always have the most problem with makeup staying on in my T-zone, but the Secure the Sweat, you really be getting into it. Oh, also I am going to be doing like a holiday type vibe, so I'm gonna try to, I don't know, I want to do like a little glitzy holiday type vibe. I definitely need to get some more eyeshadow palettes, because the ones I have are like from high school, and y'all know I just graduated college. So yeah, we still gonna be using that for today, but my check don't hit till tomorrow and I want to go ahead and get this video out, so that's what we're working with. I've been thinking about getting another job, but like, I don't know. I've been going back and forth on like, do I need to get another job, or do I just need to go harder with the things that I already have? Because like, you know, sometimes with me, and I feel like it has to do with ADHD too. I feel like I have really undiagnosed ADHD. Like I really feel like I gotta look into that for real. But I feel like with the conditions that I be in and what I be going through, it be feeling like if something don't work out, okay, let me just work out and move on to the next. And like, I feel like it's kind of like a blessing and a curse. Like, I don't know. Like, is anybody else like that? Like, you feel like you gotta just keep moving. Like, if something don't work, then you feel like you gotta fix it. Almost like That's So Raven in a sense, but like, not in like I see the future and I can fix it, but like, I'm living in my future and I feel like I need to fix it. Like, I don't know. Yeah. All right, y'all, the primer is down and tacky. This don't work for me. I don't know. I don't know why, but that little trick doesn't work for me. But we're gonna go ahead and get on into my foundation. I do use Miss Maybelline Fit Me, always have, always will, thank you. If I'm feeling a little spicy, I'll use this NYX Glaze, but I really only use skin tint like during the summer. Let me go ahead and put my sleeves up before I be mad. But yeah, y'all, a lot went on this year. Like I literally had to look up some videos and list on like what went on this year. Like what actually happened this year, because I don't remember nothing that happened like January. Don't ask me what happened in January because I really don't know. The only thing I remember from February is Kendrick Lamar at the Super Bowl. Other than that, I don't remember anything. Like it's just a lot, y'all. It's a lot. And you know, but y'all, seriously, like as fast as these years be going, I didn't want to do my foundation first. I'm going to do my concealer first. My bad, y'all. I always forget to conceal my eyebrows because sometimes I really just don't do them. Because like, look at them. You just gotta put them in place. But I am going to use this NYX, the brow glue. This does really hold down the girls, for me at least. And then I'm going to conceal them in. But yeah, y'all, like, I don't know. Maybe first of all, let's talk about that elephant in the room. Literally. I think that is their party logo. But let's talk about the elephant in the room. Let's talk about he who shall not be named, but he who is apparently so-called the president of the United States. Not my president, but that man who is the president of the United States, apparently, and all his people. You know, it's just been a lot going on. I just personally feel like the only thing we can do is to continue voting in midterms and hoping for the best. I'm so glad we had that blue wave that recently just happened. I went out and voted, which honestly, I'm gonna be real, I usually don't go out and vote during midterms, but you know, I just really felt pushed to do it. And especially with the times that we're living in, you got to take every chance and opportunity that you have, of power that you have, and you got to put that to use. And I don't know, I'll be real, y'all. Him and his people talking about banking on the third term. Now, they have let a lot of things slip and slide, okay? Y'all have let a lot of things slip and slide with that man, but I truthfully don't think he's gonna get a third. He's, first of all, it's just not gonna happen. If he can run for a third term, then throw Obama back in the ring, for real. Like, seriously. I seen that interview that Kamala did with that guy. I think it was about her book and like some of the things she taught about in her book, but like just kind of like a tell-all type of thing a couple months ago, maybe even a month ago. As I said, the days be going fast. And I'm gonna be real, she said like she's thinking about if she would run again, but I don't think she's gonna run again. I don't know. It depends on how sick the American public really gets with that man that's currently in office and his administration. I don't know. I'm not banking on it. I don't think she's going to do it. I don't even think she'll be anybody's VP anymore. Because I don't know. It's just a lot going on, y'all. We just need to focus on the days we got right now at this point. I don't want to focus on the next presidential election. I already know what side I'm voting for. However, we just need to focus on what's going on right now, because the way we literally just went through a government shutdown. Mind you, why is the government shutdown always with him, and why is his always the longest? Let's start there. Like, I don't know. It's coming to a point where it's like, you can't seriously sit here and like logically try to tell me logical reasons as to why you voted for that man, other than just like wanting to be prejudiced towards different minorities and groups. Like, I don't know. Literally, there's no economic. Then I just seen the thing. He was like, when he was running, he was like, like the price of groceries gonna go down, gas, whatever, yada yada. Then come to the term actually happening, he was like, he said something about it being a luxury, or like something about like the economy being unfixable, or like it was something that he said, and I was like, okay.
Starting on day one, we will end inflation and make America affordable again.
The word affordability is a Democrat scam.
We will make America affordable again.
I don't want to hear about the affordability.
One of my top priorities will be to quickly defeat inflation and make America affordable again.
Affordability is a hoax that was started by Democrats.
Starting on day one, we will end inflation and make America affordable again.
They use the word affordability. It's a Democrat hoax.
I'm getting depressed. Let's talk about something else. Well, actually, this next topic is going to make me depressed too, but can we talk about AI? And I mean, like, y'all aren't even using AI for, like, helpful reasons. Like, I can see if you don't use it all the time, but when you use it for, like, things that you really need, or, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, your brain literally just cannot function. But y'all out here I see somebody make an AI picture of Tupac and Michael Jackson in, like, Atlanta streetwear clothes. Like, y'all, we are going to run out of resources, and y'all around here playing around. I do not. First of all, I really didn't mean to conceal the top of my eyebrows. I was just kind of going in, but I gotta let this dry anyway. I don't understand. I don't know if people don't think that. I think people don't understand the severity of it, but I also think people think that people are overreacting when they're like, hey, maybe let's not with AI. It's time to start listening, y'all. Because I'm scrolling on Facebook, and you know Facebook is like the breeding ground for like all the older people just using AI. And for another thing, I don't like how I be scrolling on Facebook and then all of a sudden they'll send me like one of my posts, but then they'll just automatically turn it into AI. Like, oh, this is what it could look like if it was with it. First of all, it looks stupid. Second of all, who told you to AI my post? I think I did see something on that about like you can turn that off somehow, and I'm gonna have to find out how to do that, because no, don't just automatically use my. It's too much, y'all. It's too much. Let's see. Let's talk about something lighthearted. I'm gonna say this. Personally, I think that with what happened at the Super Bowl, I personally feel like Kendrick won. First of all, I feel like Kendrick won when he dropped Not Like Us. And to say it at the Super Bowl, say it at the screen.
Bully the fro. Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1.
Y'all, I don't understand why there are people, oh no, Drake won. Now, I'm not a Drake hater. Drake was literally my number one on Apple Music ever since I had Apple Music. And it literally just finally, because I was like, first of all, there's no way I listen to that much Drake. That's why I was mostly upset about that. But I just personally feel like it finally changed the Tyler, the Creator, by the way. But I don't know. I don't understand how people are trying to, no, Drake won that. How?
Them and do it yourself.
How,
In fact,
Sway?
you did take a few steps back.
Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Once again, I'm not no Drake hater per se. Definitely listen to a lot of old Drake, I would say. Drake, do I necessarily like it? Not really. I haven't really been messing with too many new projects. The only whole project of Drake that I really liked for the most part was Certified Lover Boy. Wow. I haven't been necessarily messed with, like, what was that other one? For All the Dogs? Like, I didn't really too much mess with, like, maybe 1 or 2 songs from that. It's either Drake ain't been hitting like he used to, and let me say this. I feel like it's okay for an artist to evolve, right? But when you just become like so, it just seems like you don't, it's a difference between evolving and then like not seeming like yourself. You can evolve within your realm, and I feel like a lot of these artists that used to be popular, like even like Nicki Minaj, like, girl, what do you mean? Nicki Minaj used to be that girl, point blank. Now you super MAGA. And let's talk about that real quick. That kind of blew me. What do you mean Nicki Minaj? Now let me say this. Did she talk about a topic that needed to be talked about? Absolutely. However, Nicki Minaj, like, I don't know. Nicki Minaj. Let's let that sink in for a second. Like, I don't, like, no hate to her on that. Like, she didn't do a bad thing by doing that, but, well, that in specific. But now this whole Trump this, Trump that, like, I don't, And people say that she's trying to, like, that they think that she's probably trying to, like, she can get like a pardon for her husband or something like that. First of all, everybody already knows he's a pedophile, so either way it goes, even if he somehow gets his name erased off a registry or whatever, it's not like it's gonna like erase from my brains. Like, baby, we already know that man kind of weird, you know. I don't know. Oh wait, did that happen this year? Did the Megan and Nicki beef happen this year? I think it did. I'm gonna talk about it. That's why I'm saying I don't know, y'all. Please don't ask me what happened this year because I really don't know. Okay, y'all. Just conceal my brows, and I'm going to go in a little bit more with my concealer. Oh, this concealer is the Juvia's Place I Am Magic concealer. I haven't been saying that, but I'm gonna go in a little bit more on my eye with my lightest shade because I'm really trying to perfect an eye base so that I can, you know, have a good base, especially for the makeup that we're doing today. So yeah, I'm so glad I'm getting back into makeup, you guys. I have not touched my makeup in like, I don't know, I think maybe if not for maybe until like senior year of college. Like I haven't touched it from senior year of high school to like senior year of college, because it's like, honestly, first of all, college was so much hustle and bustle. Like you really didn't need your makeup except for like maybe 1 or 2 days out of the school year for college, for real. Maybe your birthday and like an event you're in or something, like, I don't know. But yeah, what was I about to talk about? Was I about to talk about Megan and Nicki? Now, let me say this, because honestly, I forgot a lot of details about what actually happened with that. But what I will say,
the rap girlies are fighting, and it's a bummer, but we gotta break it down. Here's what's going on between Meg Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj. Let's look. It all started Friday when Meg released a new diss track called Piss, which typically you wouldn't assume was a diss track, but in it basically said this line about Megan's Law, which fans basically figured out is alluding to the fact that she thinks that sex offenders' records should be public, and that is a dig at Nicki Minaj because she's married to someone with an extremely problematic record. So once Nicki figured this out, she went on Instagram Live and basically like went off and said that she has a diss track coming, and it's called Bigfoot, and it is so clearly alluding to the fact that Meg was shot in the foot by Tory Lanez. As all this was going on, Meg went on the Breakfast Club to talk about her new single Hiss, and basically without saying it said that yes, this is taking a dig at people who should have dicks taken to them. But she said she didn't name Nicki specifically or her husband, so she's kind of like, and then she posted an Instagram story basically showing that she was laughing at the whole entire thing and didn't really take it too seriously. But on the other side of it, Nicki then released her song called Bigfoot, which so clearly is about Meg, and she takes it like very far, like talking about like her mom who's passed and she's a liar. She talks about how she faked her liposuction and like all these different things that are just like a little too far. But then she continued to kind of like triple down on it and went basically crazy on Twitter/X, saying all of the same stuff that she said in the song, and said that she now has 5 more diss tracks coming. Meg has not said anything since, but like I guess we'll keep our eye on it. But I don't like when the girlies are fighting.
I don't know. I personally feel like it was a hit dog holler. Situation because like nobody said your name. And if my memory serves me correctly, that's what I was looking for. If my memory serves me correctly, didn't Nicki come for Megan in the first place like a couple songs ago or whatever? Said something about her real slick. I think it was like, you know, going with the Tory Lanez case and whatnot. And I mean, like, I don't know, like you poked the bear. Like, I don't know. Now you want to holler and cry. And I find it weird how now you going off for Donald Trump when Megan performed at one of Kamala's main events. Like,
that's suspicious. That's weird.
I think that was on purpose. I think all of this is on purpose. I don't know. I am using this Real Techniques brush, by the way. I'm not going to tell you all the brushes that I use. Some of them you can just see if you're into makeup, but I usually use Real Techniques or Morphe. Some of these are brushes from that Miss A store in the mall, but honestly, I wouldn't recommend you get your brushes from there. I say you need to actually get some quality brushes because these are both brushes from Miss A. Yeah, no shade, but shade. And they're only $1, so I mean, what can you expect? Ooh. I hate doing makeup on my floor. I need to get a pillow. Hold on. Okay. Oh. Alrighty. Alright. Okay. That's way better. Now, I think I'm just gonna... I do the eyes first. I have so much old makeup in here, y'all. Like, it's ridiculous. Ooh, I have this white glitter from my glitter obsession. I don't know if they're still in store or still operating, but yeah, let's go ahead and use that today. Yes. Okay, let's see what else happened this year, y'all. Too much, actually. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start the eye look. I don't have many eye brushes, so yeah. I never said this was professional. I never said I was a professional. I just know how to do a look from time to time.
One eternity later.
Oh, let's talk about the stud substitute. Let's talk about the stud substitute, y'all. Okay, so y'all know, well, recently I just got a new job. So unfortunately, I don't think I'll have time to substitute anymore. But I used to be a substitute since like February. So, you know.
Yeah. We got a new hustle unlocked. I'm a school teacher now. Little brothers. Let's get the day rolling. Who would ever thought? Today was really a breeze. My kids ain't have to do too much, man. I really, to be honest, I let them do whatever they want to do. Yes, I'm that type of teacher. Took me a little lunch break. Yeah, they got it going on at this joint. They stay bound, okay then. Damn, short. Sheesh. Man, I gotta get up out these school kids trying to take me down, man. Then I look so young, I look like one of them. Appreciate. You know, my little free time, I had to go out there and give me some little content. Little fit check. Really just a chill fit today. So I know if it was up to me, I would have been rough head to toe. Yeah, I know I ain't lying. They did have a pep ride and came clutch, and that was the tip of the day.
She's talking about, first of all her excuses was, I didn't know. Now, this isn't stuff that, like, the average person wouldn't know to not do or to do. You're grown, you know? And I don't know, I know common sense is not that common, and a lot of people will be book smart more than they are street smart or whatever. But it's just like, or common sense smart. But it's just like, how did you not know that you couldn't record them kids? How did you not know that this wasn't a good thing to say? I don't know, they finna take me down. Like, I don't know, even if you didn't mean it like that, it's just kind of like, bro, you have to know how to be professional. Simple as it gets. Like, I mean, I just don't know what else to say on that topic. Now your life is messed up. What do you want us to do? Like, I mean, I don't know, babe. Y'all gotta realize that when y'all bring stuff to the internet, y'all are subject to, it's unfortunate, but we are subject to everybody else's opinions, unfortunately. So either do the right thing, you either do things that you know that if you're questioned about it, you're not gonna feel any type of shame for, or you're not gonna get in trouble for, or you just don't do them at all. Like, I just don't know. You're too grown not to know that you couldn't record them kids, no shade. And you're too grown not to know that you couldn't say certain things. Like, I don't know. But anyway, these are the 3 concealers that I use. This is the e.l.f. I'm trying to read it. The e.l.f. 16, because it's like 2 different kinds, I think, but this is the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer in the shade Medium Beige. This is both the Juvia's Place I Am Magic concealers. This one's shade 12, which was a little lighter, and this one is the shade 9, which is a little more on my skin tone, but like a step up from my skin tone. So yeah, I definitely use all of these. Let's go ahead and get on into it. I'm gonna go ahead and place down the 16 Hour Concealer. I've only used this right here under my eye. Use a nice little bit. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I really just started using this like maybe a week or 2 ago, and I've been loving the results. Next thing we're going to use is that shade 12. This one I would say is like my brightening concealer. That's what well, no. This is a brightening one. This one is like a step down. Like, I don't know how to explain that, but this one is one that I use on more of my face, so I like to do a little one too. Yeah, I like to do a little 3-patch method. What's wrong with it? Put that right there. And then I like to take this one down onto my mustache. I mean, what mustache? And then I like to, this one I kind of use more in the center, so keeping this one in the center and up here in the center. This is also what I use to conceal my brows. So yeah. Oh, and I also do a little nose strip, no shade. Okay. I don't go all the way down because that just it's too much product when you go all the way down, so it'll spread. And then you're gonna go into your last shade, which is a shade just a step up from your actual face shade. So I take this one a little out. Let me make sure I didn't lose storage. Y'all, I want a DJ Osmo Pocket so bad, but I am coming out with a Christmas wish list this coming Sunday, so let me keep on my wish list to myself. Which honestly, now that I think about it, is kind of late to be putting out a Christmas wish list next week. I didn't think. I might change it. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, now just put a little 1-2 down there. So we're gonna let this dry down for about 5 minutes-ish, and then I'm gonna come back. So yeah. Oh y'all, so I finally watched Wicked for the first time this year. Crazy, right? Well, first time this year. First time ever. Crazy, right? It was really good. It was really good. What I don't like though, I'm gonna be real, okay? Was the concept of like Cynthia and Ariana like just kind of being very protective of each other funny? Yes, in some cases, yes it was. But when y'all started making memes and photos of Cynthia being very and Ariana being like, knowing Cynthia's black and Ariana's white, like I don't know, I just y'all knew better. And now it's starting to become very, I don't think it's a name for it, but when y'all don't think black women are masculine or feminine enough, so y'all make them like very masculine. I don't like that, because honestly they both treat each other that way. So you know what I'm saying? And in that moment, yes, I would become my girl's bodyguard, because what do you mean? Who is this running up? And what happened to the security? How is this man able to run up? And mind you, I've seen a video, he's done that before to many other celebrities, like run on stage and stuff. At this point, it has to be like fake. There's no way y'all let this man run onto stage at so many venues with so many different artists. How? I just don't understand how that be happening. But what we're gonna do to blend this out, we're not gonna start right here, but we're gonna start like in the middle of it, and then we're gonna bring it up so that it's not like too white. And when you bring it up, that's why we let it sit for a little bit, so that it can be not too movable. And I'm gonna do that over here too before I just start blending out the rest of my face. I like to shape my nose with it too. So now we're just gonna go ahead and do the rest. I don't know if I can talk while doing this. Let's see. Nah, cause it's gonna crease my eye. Hold on, y'all. It looks a little weird, but it's all gonna get fixed. Okay. Now blend out up here. Then go ahead and blend down the nose just a little. Okay. Miss Bronzer is about to come in and fix all this up. Oh my god, I didn't talk about the kids. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. But y'all, I just feel like, I don't know if this is, I feel like it is a mix of people say this when they get older about like the next generation, and like, no, this actually is happening though. I'm not gonna lie, ever since, who put out No Child Left Behind? Was that Reagan? Was that Bush? One of them. No Child Left Behind. Because the people who are raising the kids nowadays, y'all, working at the school district, you would think that like these kids are raised by wolves, for real. Because it's either they maybe are being taught something, but they just don't listen, or I don't know. I just feel like parents aren't too much putting in an effort nowadays with parenting their kids, because I feel like a lot of, well, first of all, these kids are being parented by millennials. Let's start there. And I feel like millennials were kind of like the biggest ones on, oh, my parents did this to me, so I don't want to treat my kid that way, or whatever, yada yada yada. But sometimes y'all gotta realize you cannot give. I learned this with my siblings, but I also learned this working in the school. You cannot give kids an inch, because they will take several miles. They will go around half the world if they could, for real. You cannot give these kids an inch. Like, I don't know. And that's not to say like, oh, we really need to be strict with kids, and you know what I'm saying, because you know, sometimes some kids don't need that, but most of the time, especially nowadays with these kids nowadays, no, they definitely, because I don't understand, y'all be like, yo, first of all, I don't remember nobody coming to school in a wig in middle school, because I usually do middle schools. I don't remember nobody coming to school with a wig in middle school. When did we start doing that? Just because your mom didn't let you get a wig when you was little, it was for a good reason. I feel like a lot of millennials grew up, but they didn't understand that like a lot of the restrictions that they had was for a good reason. And so not using it for your kids now is absolutely messing them up. That's what I was trying to say the whole time. I couldn't spit it out. But I don't know, like I can, even just in my own family, I can see the difference between how my mom treated, well, I'm not gonna say how my mom treated me, but how I was treated as a child and how I was, you know, growing up as a child and the kids nowadays. And it's like, I don't know. These kids the problem is, these kids, they don't have no fear. They don't have no fear. That's what it is. And y'all stop taking them turn to church. That's what it is. These kids ain't got no fear of adults. And I'm not saying fear adults, but what I'm saying is, like, these kids nowadays, they don't care about cussing in front of adults. Back in the day, we used to try our best. We probably was cussing, but we wasn't cussing in front of adults. Like, what? I mean, and then y'all hear, I be seeing people hear the child curse and be laughing and kiki and cacaing. Huh? And not even just cursing, but like just saying explicit things and like, you know, like things that you say around your friends that you probably shouldn't say around your parents. And y'all are just, I don't know why y'all think y'all kids best friends. And it be like, the thing for me is, this used to happen when I was little too though, but it be seeming like the baddest kids have like the most freedom. And it's like, how? Your child is getting sent home nearly every other day from school, and you're getting calls nearly every other day from the school about how your child is doing this, that, and the third, but yet they stay with the new I'm trying to figure out, what? Back in the day, you get your door taken off the hinges. Y'all barely be taking phones nowadays. Like, I'm confused. And y'all wonder why a lot of teachers is quitting. Because first of all, we don't get paid enough. I say we, like I was really a teacher, but like, teachers don't get paid enough to be really, like, honestly, y'all think teachers just be complaining, people just be complaining about their jobs? No, they really do not get paid enough to be dealing with y'all kids, especially when y'all be sending y'all kids down there with no type of home training. Like, the least you can do is prepare your child. Like, I don't even know if kids be knowing manners anymore. Do y'all teach y'all kids manners? Do y'all sit down and teach y'all kids manners? Like, I don't know. I mean, let me know. Maybe we got the wrong expectations of parents, because I don't understand why y'all keep on sending y'all kids to school thinking that that's where they're just supposed to learn. There are no manners class. They're here to learn math, English, science, and history. Like, what? Ain't no manners classes here. This is not etiquette school. This is a public or private school. And we're here to learn about biology and algebra 1 and pre-cal. Like, what are we doing? Oh my god, that was... This is the e.l.f. Camo Liquid Bronzer, I believe. Bronzer and contour. I got that right, period. In the shade 7. And, you know, I just kind of used that all over my face. The thing with me and makeup, it's like a balancing game. And it always balances out in the end. So it may look like it's bronzer heavy right now. And it might be. But trust, when I finish, you're going to be like, oh, okay, that came together. Like, yeah, me personally, it's definitely trust the process. I don't know about the rest of y'all. But me, you gotta trust the process, man. Okay. Cutie. So now we're gonna go in with our blush. What blush do we want to do today? I think we're gonna do red because, you know, we're still doing the, since the look turned out a little more holographic, I think we're gonna go more of the frosty kind of route. So I have this pink blush from Juvia's Place. But yeah, man, as far as that goes, man, I don't know. Look, literally the future of the world is in y'all hands. And y'all just letting them do anything. And letting them think anything is okay to do and say. So I'm gonna need y'all to get a grip. Because I feel like it's a lot of similarities. It's definitely a lot of similarities between Gen Z and Generation Alpha. But it's the biggest difference is the parenting of it all. Because a lot of stuff that Gen Alpha be doing nowadays would not fly. It would absolutely not fly with anybody in Gen Z. I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out. Oh, that blush was a shade Pink Lady from Juvia's Place. So we're gonna go ahead and buff it out with this again. I've been loving a good blush. You know, honestly, I love that blush is a thing. Well, blush always was a thing, but blush was not this. People was not really using blush for real. Like, I remember I used to follow tutorials back in high school. I honestly cannot remember. First of all, I never even had a blush. So that's how I know the tutorials and the trust. When that little Kroger and Wendy's check used to hit, I'd be in Ulta for real back in high school. But if they was using blush, I would have bought it. And they was not using blush back in the day. But I'm glad that blush is a thing because You love blush. I love blush. Okay, so now we're all blushed. We are gonna go in with our powders. I use my powders real quick. So these are my powders for today. Let me start with, we'll start in order, I guess. I have the Maybelline Fit Me in medium deep because of the brightening of my under eye. So it's a little, it works, but I would say it probably is just on a little lighter side. So if you don't, you know, if we're the same skin tone and you don't really too much like what I'm about to do with my face, go a step under or above, whichever way it goes. Anyway, I'm gonna use this Anastasia Blush Trio. I got this out of TJ Maxx. I'm gonna shop at Target. I got this out of TJ Maxx like a year or two ago. And it's a cute little brush set, so I'm gonna probably use these two mainly right here because I did that little pink thing. Pink blush, sorry. Then I just got this NYX Buttermilk bronzer. I had this on my wish list for a long time, and I finally used my coupons to go get it. And I had this in this shade, Do Butter. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell y'all what I got now, because I know I'm gonna forget later. And then I have the Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder in my actual matching foundation shade, just to even everything out in the end. Let's get into it. Oh my god, the TikTok ban was this year? Yo, this is what I'm saying, y'all. This is what I have been saying. The TikTok ban was this year? I feel like I done lived 5 lives in 2025. Fitting, I guess. How ironic. My goodness gracious. That was insane. And isn't it still technically like not over yet though? Like, aren't they still like in negotiations and stuff? That was crazy. People was coming out, all these TikTokers and stuff. Now, let's talk about that. That was stupid. How y'all gonna come out on TikTok talking about, and actually when I got famous for this one thing, it was actually fake. As if y'all acting like TikTok was gonna erase your whole existence off the internet. Baby, TikTok is going away. Not Instagram, not YouTube, not Twitter. I'm calling it Twitter. Girl, speaking of social media apps though, y'all seen how they technically brought Vine back? And like you can upload on it and stuff? I think, isn't it called Divine now or something like that? I don't know, babe, but it didn't make the wave that it was supposed to make. I don't hear nobody talk about that. I heard people talk about it for a day. I don't know, like you know, some things don't need to be rebooted all the time. And you know, I'm really getting sick and tired of the reboots, no shade. Now, hold on, sorry, had to burp. Oh, and if you want to know, I did get this product profile for Amazon. I believe it is linked in my Amazon storefront. I don't even think I linked my Amazon storefront down there. I'm gonna link it down there because y'all need to support me. But no, let's really talk about it though. A lot of things don't need a 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. A lot of things do not need a reboot. Disney is the main culprit for that. Why are we getting a Toy Story 5? I'm gonna be real. I'm not, first of all, never say I hate Toy Story. So let's stop the cap right there. Stop the cap right now. Cause I never hated it. But let's be for real. That first of all, that last movie was not good enough for y'all to be trying to go back to the block, go back to the writing stage of writing another movie. First of all, y'all could have left it at 3, cause wasn't the last one 4 or something like that? Yeah, y'all could have left that. Y'all could have left that whole franchise at number 3 and we would have been A-okay. I promise you, nobody was begging for that. And I promise you, if I see another Cars remake come out, I'm gonna lose my marbles. There better not be another Cars remake in the works. I promise you that. For real. I'm really getting sick and tired of it. The reboots should have stopped maybe around 2020 time frame. Other than that, like, it's like, even if, I don't, you know, I'm not advocating for this, but we literally have AI. So if you really wanted to use AI that bad, y'all could at least, hey, generate me about 10 movie script ideas. Like if the creativity has gone that down in the trenches, ooh, it smells so good. But if the creativity has gotten that down in the trenches, where yike, we're like, y'all literally cannot do anything else but reboots and remakes and number 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s of movies that we have seen a long time ago. Like, come on, man. Like, I'm gonna be real. Freakier Friday was cool. It was cool. I watched that on the plane. Freaky Friday, it was cool. I was kind of hyped for it to come out, but when I watched it, it was like, oh, like, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't like, oh my god, yes, like, we needed it. Yeah, like, I don't know, y'all. We gotta start. And there's so many people, like, I be seeing people on TikTok all the time, like, oh, I have this movie script idea about so-and-so, yada yada. Pay these people for their ideas and make it the movie. Make the TV show. Oh, now, I really hope Netflix loses that bidding war. Y'all, we just, come on, bro. We might as well just go back to DirecTV at this point. We really might as well go back to DirecTV at this point because everybody's buying everybody. Everybody's going out of business. Because first of all, like, if we gonna be paying for so many subscriptions, we might as well really go back to cable for real. Like, seriously. Everybody go ahead and get your cable boxes back. And get your little dish remotes. Get your little, like, come on. This streaming stuff should have stopped at Amazon. Amazon and Hulu. That's it. I'm gonna be so for real. Amazon, Hulu, and Tubi. It should have stopped there. And it's like every time you want to watch something, it's always on another streaming service. Like, or you only want to watch one thing really on the streaming services because, like, come on, bro. For y'all to be such a conglomerate, y'all don't got a big enough team to be coming out with interesting stuff like this for people to watch. I'd rather cable. Like, come on now. It's too much. I'm disappointed in y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and use my big fluffy and use this. And just kind of even everything out. I was supposed to be done with this makeup like 30 minutes ago. I hope I'm in like a good camera POV. I don't know. Because my lighting isn't, you know, the best. To be better. Second to last step, I guess, gonna go back in. Doing these two. I like to do a little mix around. Love blush, love blush. I know I need to start throwing away some of this makeup because I done had this for maybe about 3 years, honestly. I don't even think it's been 2. I think it's been 3 years. Hey man, you gotta get your money's worth. Do the Marmaleo. Yeah. Oh, I see some. Love a blush, love a blush. Okay. I'm gonna go back in with the one I use for my skin, not dipping it back in, but just kind of like, you know, bringing everything back together. Period. Now, we're gonna do our lip. I think I want to do definitely a pinky lip. Y'all be forgetting that y'all can just use this again for your lips. Like, come on now. All makeup can be used literally everywhere else on your face. I just got this Morphe pencil. I love it so. Ooh, it's sharp and so smooth. Yes, this Morphe pencil and Trendsetter. I personally do a little overline, so period. I'm gonna go back and actually, should I use this or should I use this? I'll use this. I probably have to tone it down though. Let's see. Can't do too much. Just a little. Okay. You can always put makeup on. You can't always take makeup off. Cutie. Because, you know, you always gotta match your lip to the blush that you use. So that's what I try to do. Then I'm gonna go and go back in with my liner real quick. Well, actually, yeah. Just to reinforce the edges. And then I'm gonna use this NYX and Fortune Cookie, right? Yep, this NYX Butter Gloss and Fortune Cookie. Just to kind of tone it down just a little bit. Then I'm gonna put a little Broadway gloss. Cute. Cute. Ooh, I didn't do highlighter. Okay, since I don't have... The highlighter that I have is this shade. And so that's like a very like sun-tanny shade. But this is very like frostbite, you know? So I think I'm gonna see if I can go back in with that glitter shade that I use. I'm telling you, use your makeup everywhere. Just a little shine. Just a little shine, just a little shine. Oh, you know what's missing? Lashes. Oh, first of all, I need to go ahead and spray this. I literally got this like maybe the week before everything switched up, but I think they did switch a bottle, right? Or like they switched manufacturers or something. But this is, you know, the Miss All Nighter. Miss OG, thank you. But yeah, y'all, overall, this year has been a lot, and I'm already knowing 2026 is gonna be a lot, and 2027 is gonna be a lot. It's just gonna be a lot going on. And you know, I hope y'all take the time to stay grounded and actually, you know, do activities to keep you grounded. Do your self-care. Self-care is more needed now than ever. So please make a promise to me that, especially in the year 2026, that you are going to take time for yourself, at least like maybe 30 minutes to an hour out the day, to just rest and not do something, or like even like not scroll. Like, get a coloring book. You can get a coloring book and markers off of Amazon for less than $20. Because it's a lot going on in our world, and with this man in office is only gonna get worse. Well, I don't want to speak that, but it's gonna be tough. It's definitely gonna be a journey, and it's gonna be a battle. Let me go ahead and put these lashes on, and I'll be right back. And y'all, this is the final look right here. I just had to redo this because I realized that I had lip gloss on my teeth the first time. But anyway, if you like this little look, let me know down below. If you like my personality, you want to hear more and see more of me, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe, and also make sure you go follow me on my other social accounts, because I never tell y'all to do that, but I'm telling you now, go follow me. I love you guys. Can't wait to put out more videos for this holiday season. Let me know if you guys have any video suggestions down below, and I will go ahead and try to do what I can. Okay, love ya. Bye.